there. Yeah, well, we sleepwalk or stampede or run or something into the weekend, depending on your viewpoint. Anyway, there's been quite a lot of hooing and hurrying and kerfuffles and other things about J.K. Rowling at the moment, who has managed to very deliberately misgender India Willoughby, and various people are arguing that that's perfectly acceptable because you can do that, because if you're a famous children's author, you can just do things like that, and various people will agree with you. The sort of history of these kind of things, I guess. Just think about Roald Dahl and his anti-Semitism, Anyway, wading into this particular debate comes everyone's favourite not qualified person, James Esses, who managed to write... Yes, you can believe, India Willoughby, you can believe whatever fantasy you like, but I do not believe that you have changed sex or it is possible for you to ever change sex. You are a man. This isn't hate, it is reality. If you want to call the police on me, go right ahead. Yes, indeed. And I do believe that India Willoughby is exactly doing that. But I was quite intrigued with the notion of reality coming from James Esses, because he doesn't realistically seem to base his own opinions on any form of reality at all. As I say, he isn't actually qualified for anything in this field. A bit like J.K. Rowling, a bit like most of them, really. And yet they will absolutely insist that what they have to say is definitely a form of reality. Yes, and James this week has been doing his own particular form of reality on things, whereby once again he's, well, as far as I can make out, broken the law, because once again he has decided, moral guardian that he is, come back to that particular one, that he's going to go undercover at the British Psychological Society webinar, where having presumably pretending to be someone else, or he's got a recording of it, has decided to write about it, but worst of all has actually posted up video of the people speaking, who I would presume felt that they were in a safe space where James wasn't there to decide what he regards what they're doing as being bad. So apparently he was there they were equating gender critical therapists with misogynists and incels. Well, James, statement of reality. Leave that particular one hanging as far as you're concerned. Now, I don't believe you're a particular incel, but I think there is a level of misogyny about you. Certainly, because, you do take people that are legally women and misgender them. I would call that a form of misogyny. Personally, statement of reality, James. That's okay. We need statements of reality, don't we? Yeah. Attacking the Cass Review because it's run by a cisgender person. It is, James. That's another statement of reality. Yes. And, he's gone further as well, because he having gained some traction with his dangerous expose of what people at John Lewis are doing. The people at John Lewis that are doing the things that they want to do in a fairly sort of democratic, open way, in a way that doesn't have any effect on any people whatsoever. Statement of reality, James, has decided to revisit that. So let's see about this, Deary, deary me. Oh yes, well thank you. That's more condescending than I am, James, and I'm really good at it. It appears that John Lewis Retail have learned absolutely nothing from the recent furore over their ideological madness. No, they're just carrying on doing their own thing, James, because they don't need bigots like you telling them what to do. Statement of reality, after all, isn't it? They've now put up posters like this, glorifying Eddie, sick Izzard, yes, because it's not IE, we notice, all over their office walls, yes, because he's been sent a photograph of that. Yes, but, statement of reality, James, you're not the moral guardian of what these people can do. That's a simple statement of reality, because you aren't qualified to make these decisions. Statement of reality. And what I'm reminded of with Mr. Esses, with his sensible beard and pullover, is that guy that you just know is going to be the most judgmental one in the group because he's the squarest looking one in the group, During the 1950s, of course, he really wouldn't have liked Elvis Presley because those gyrating hips would have threatened his view of sexuality with children. Just think of the children, he'd say, just think of the children having to look at Elvis's hips. Just think of them. Isn't it disgusting? It needs to be banned, yes? And during the 60s, of course, he really wouldn't have liked the Fab Four with their mop tops. Oh, don't they look like girls? It's disgusting. Imagine the effects that's having on the children. It should be banned. Yes, statements of reality as far as he would be concerned, of course. And then, oh yeah, especially, we come on to the 70s and David Bowie. Yeah, androgyny. Yeah, wearing makeup. Disgusting. Think of the children. Should be banned. Yeah, the 80s. Oh yeah, that lovely Frankie Goes to Hollywood and their single. Oh no, it's disgusting. It's got homosexual men in leather on it. What about the children? Imagine if they stayed up beyond 9 o'clock and were exposed to this. Wouldn't it be disgusting? It's simple reality, isn't it? Yes. And in the 90s, no doubt he'd find something wrong with rap music, wouldn't he? And constantly these people still find things wrong with Sam Smith because he dares to challenge their world view and their reality, which the rest of us are going to have to obey. Yeah. Anyway, before I throttle at the mouth and fall over any more, that's James for you. His total for his crowdfunder still hasn't reached anything like what it's supposed to. It's only a few more days to go. I imagine he'll just make it last longer because it's never going to court. And that's useful for James. Statement of reality, because it means he can never be proved wrong. Except it's easy to prove him wrong because there is nothing so blindingly obvious as someone like that being on the wrong side of history. Statement of reality, James. People like you are always on the wrong side of history. Anyway, do have a lovely weekend. Maybe sunshine. Maybe.